position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Badgers will put total leather to crank us up. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Looking for space. It's Kamara. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's reeled in. It's Kamara. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's King. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When you get to this point in the season, Jesse, and you're in the Heisman Trophy race like this guy is, every decision, every play, every move will be magnified today.
No question this guy has the numbers, but what he's also had is Heisman moments in big games with a lot of people watching. He has stepped up and he's played his best football from the quarterback position. And David, I think that's the biggest key now here at the end of the season for him.
He's going to go for a big one. Snags it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at
turning it off. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They grab the early lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Right back to the well. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line on this one.
And you can feel it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Got it behind the line. It's Ivory.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another first down.
I mean, it's just crazy the list of guys they've had play here in the Wisconsin tradition, and it continues, right? Everybody who's here, you're going to be featured. You're going to get touches. So, hey, recruits, you want to carry the football a lot? Come to Wisconsin.
Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Ivory. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Trying to find the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Badger! And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside the 25. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he's stopped. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they get him down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
It's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on me. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Oh, he's got He now has 61 yards rushing in this game, and what a year he's had, getting closer and closer to 1,800 for the season. And the Badgers are on the move. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in the...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The give to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. On target. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. He's past the 30. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finds his man. It's Stein. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Badgers want to move quickly.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback moving. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Rush. Tackled there by the defense. And the Badgers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Stein. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. He makes it grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now on the option. Now the toss. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Big tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
On the run from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help it?
Turning it on! Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ivory. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Buys a little extra time. Gets rid of it. Hauls it in. At the 40, there he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Badger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
And I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterbacks. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's high. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab on the left.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He gets a block. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the punishment has been extended. A dynamic, explosive explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Throwing right. This dude is just a master along the sideline, getting that foot in bounds for the nice gain.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Wants to throw again. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Caught behind the line. It's Kamara. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone. He's going for it all. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Wants to throw on first down. Sure hands, it's Kamara. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the left.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
He's loose on the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
Got his man on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fakes to grab. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He's got it on the run. He's pushed out of bounds, couldn't quite get to the first down marker, and they'll give up the ball. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Buckeyes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude.
He's got it down the left side. Off to the races. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in it.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Inside the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
Quarterback on the keeper. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Under fire. Got it set up on the outside. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Badger! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes the catch, it's Hines. They'll get the 1st down, it's spotted on the 49. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running the read to the left on first down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Going to sling it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Kamara. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Complete. And a nice grab with the defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
No gain on the flag. Second down coming up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's complete on the right side. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they...